Followers of Khorne, rejoice, for a mighty lord leads us into battle. Today on Conversion Corner, we're going to be talking about my Khorne Disco Lord.
Anvil of War Conversion Corner.
What's up, guys? It's good to be back in studio after a long quarantine, and today on Conversion Corner we're going to be talking about my Khorne Disco Lord, Lord Discordant, whatever you want to call him. He is a Chaos Lord riding a Skull Cannon. And what kind of inspired this kit bash was back this winter, obviously during the quarantine, we didn't have access to going to the stores and going to the shops and all the things that our hobby knows and loves. And so I kind of turned my attentions towards my miniatures in my showcase, and kind of thought about what could I take out of here and what could I make into something else. And I had about 3 or 4 skull cannons that were just kind of sitting in a pile. I had a lot of different Chaos Space Marine bits. I had Demon Engine bits, and with the new rules for the Lord Discordant that came out with the Vigilist stuff back this winter, I wanted to make my own, but I wanted to be different. So we used a couple different components to build this guy. Obviously, we use a skull cannon as a base, and I took, because he's a leader of demon engines, I took the tentacles from a Maulerfiend kit, and I kind of magnetized them, as you can see here. Woo! So I can still use them on my Maulerfiends if I so feel inclined. But then we also took a Chaos Lord. We took some Bloodbound bits, including the head and the polearm that he has, and then I just took a Chaos Space Marine chainsword and kind of glued that on the top to make his Impaler Chainglaive. This is a great unit in the game. It's really exciting, and he was a ton of fun to hobby together and paint because I really wanted to get something cornate and unique to lead alongside my Lord of Skulls. So I kind of broke down some of the components we used. Obviously, with the Skull Cannon, it brought a lot of that Khorne character to the model. I kept the bloodletters on because I wanted him to be kind of like his multiple attacks from his mount. Obviously the bloodletters are there, they provide the AP, and then we threw on the tentacles to kind of give it that Hellstalker Demon Engine look. Obviously between the Age of Sigmar lines and the 40k stuff, a lot of these pieces are swappable, and as a Chaos player that opens up an entire realm of conversion possibility. The Bloodbound head fit perfectly on the Chaos Lord, and all the hands and bits and weapons were in scale, so it made putting this guy together a lot of fun and actually quite easy. Now, all I used was hobby glue, nothing that major. I used Citadel paints, a little bit of scale 75, just nothing out of the ordinary, really. We didn't even really use green stuff for this guy because everything was 100% plastic, minus the Chaos Lord. He was an old pewter model. So to do something like this for yourself, it's actually a great idea, is these skull cannons, because they're also not that good if you're playing 40k. So it just kind of gave that model, something else to be. Now, in terms of building your own, obviously Disco Lords are a very unique unit that can be either devoted to one of the 4 Chaos Gods. You can take the core kit, and it's very usable. I put one together for a friend, and it's a great kit. But obviously there's alternatives, right? Like, you want yours to be different, you want yours to stand alone. I'd love to see what you guys are working on, because the realm of possibility within the Chaos conversion world is huge. And, post some comments, maybe some different kits that you guys use to build Chaos Disco Lords, because I'd love to see what's out there. I have one right now on my workbench at home. I'm working on a Nurgle one, and I'm really excited to show you guys that one down the road. Obviously, when building your Disco Lord, you want to theme him around the rest of your army, so keep this in mind. Like, I play World Eaters, I also play Death Guard. I'm devoting this guy to Khorne because my World Eaters army is all Khorne. And I like running him alongside things like my Lord of Skulls, my Maulerfiends, my Defilers, just because those are the rules that, he benefits those things. But playing more than one of them seems like a bit of overkill, so I wanted him to be special, and I wanted him to kind of lead the army from the front. So, like I said, guys, I'd love to see what you guys created for your Disco Lords. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Sponsored by
Thank you guys for watching this week's video. If you like these kind of videos, please hit the subscribe button down below as it really helps support the channel. And we'll see you next time.
Blood for the blood god! Skulls for the skull throne!
That's pretty good.
That was great,
Yeah.
wrap up.
Boom.
All right.
I'm warmed up now.